Welcome to Blood in the Snow Radio, where we give you the latest news and interviews with the best in Canadian genre cinema. Here are your hosts, Robert Bellamy and Festival Director Kelly Michael Stewart.
Blood in the Snow 2024 continues, and I've been waiting to chat with you. Like I said, just before we went on the air, you got me at the end. So if I could get you to introduce yourself, your project, what your connection to the project is, and just a synopsis.
Of course, yeah. My name is Juan Pablo Sáenz. I am the writer, director, and producer of the short film Deep End, which is in the Emerging Screams Shorts program at Blood in the Snow. And it's a psychological horror thriller that follows a young couple who, during a hike, get into a heated argument where one of them vanishes out of nowhere, and the other one, while trying to find him, finds a cave that could reveal the chilling truth.
That is perfect. Now, when it comes to something like this, because you're the writer, I love to pick into this. What was the kernel that brought this story to life? Like the idea?
Yes, yeah, sure. So when I write a lot of horror. Like that's like my thing. I basically only write horror, and when I'm writing, when I get an idea, it's usually through a concept. It's not usually through a character. It's usually through a concept or an image. And this time around, I had this image of a cave, and I didn't know what it was, but I knew I wanted to do something with a cave as some kind of symbol. So I just started to think, what can I do with a cave? And then I just started to think, what kind of story do I want to tell with this concept? And what kind of character should I implement in the story? And then I just, started to slowly brainstorm, and this is how it turned out.
Excellent.
Yeah.
And now, being out in the woods and just two actors in it, was it hard to put this production together?
Yes. It was really hard, especially because I was the producer as well. I didn't have...
Independent film.
Yeah. So I was writing, directing, and producing by myself. Of course, I don't like saying by myself because, of course, I had a crew, an amazing crew. It was a very small crew, but they all did such a great job. But yeah, in terms of producing, it was just me. So it was pretty hard. It was pretty hard. But I was very lucky, especially because we found a really cool location. It's actually an actual cave park in Bruce Peninsula, 3 hours away from here.
Okay.
It's full of some very beautiful caves, and then we were just able to find the right one for this story. But yeah, putting this production in place was hard, but definitely not impossible. We were able to, do it. Of course, as in any production, you have issues. During the day where we were shooting the cave scene, it was raining, and in order to get to the cave, the crew and cast, we had to hike for 20 minutes with the equipment, with the craft and the...
That's where you need those.
Yeah, no, actually, that would have been a problem too, because it's a very unstable hike.
Oh, that's true.
Very unstable. It's very rocky, and it was raining, so it was very muddy. It was insane. But after a few mental breakdowns, we made it through, and I think it went okay.
Shooting in a cave,
Yeah.
it's got to be tricky by itself.
Yes.
Because of the echo. But when you have it raining outside,
Yeah.
didn't that just add to it?
Okay, so I'm gonna tell you a bit of a truth that's truly the magic of cinema. The cave is actually not deep. It's extremely shallow. There's an opening, but right behind the opening is just a wall. It's not.
So it's like an like a
Yeah, so it's not
recessed area.
So it's like, yeah, it has like the mouth of the cave, but there's nothing inside. There's nothing inside. So we had to use, of course, color grading, right, to like make it dark so it looks like it's deep, but it's actually not. It's not even like an actual like cave. Like there's many caves in the park, but they didn't fit in the story. Like the one I needed to be, had that like big opening where the character could stand right behind. So that's why we chose that one. But it's actually not an actual cave in a sense.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I was going to say, why would you not just use that as your front and then go to a different cave to shoot? But if it's 20 minutes walking just to get to this one.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, yeah, and it's a big park. It's a big park, and we actually didn't shoot inside. We didn't have to shoot inside the cave because it wasn't needed for the story. We just needed, the main character to be right behind the cave, like against the cave.
That's true
and
too.
Then the other character to just be standing at the mouth of the cave. So we didn't really need it to like go inside. So I think it worked out pretty well.
It did actually, because yeah. Now I'm remembering. Yeah, there's nothing actually shown in the cave.
Yes, yeah,
It's
exactly.
all that opening.
It's just the opening, the cave mouth.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, when you were putting this story together, though,
Yes.
Was the twist, we'll call it that, was it always planned like that, or did that come from
It
the
was,
story?
it was, but it was, but the script changed quite a lot. The script was pretty different. Well, same concept, same thing, same characters and everything, but the ending was it had much more explanation and had much more going on. And then I sent it to a few colleagues, and they gave me some notes, and they made me realize that it's better to just keep it as short as possible. So as you see, the twist is basically just one or two shots of just the one of the characters holding the other one while the other one's dying. You see, it's very, very simple, but very effective. So before it was not as simple. There was more going on during that last scene, but I realized it was better to just keep it the way keep it shorter.
Keep it trimmed. Okay.
Yes, yeah, exactly.
Was there any influences you had when you started to write this, where you pulled off other films or other feels?
I wouldn't say necessarily any films. Like I always have so many different influences and inspirations. I wouldn't say I had any films in mind, but I'm always inspired by filmmakers like Darren Aronofsky, Yorgos Lanthimos, Ari Aster, Stanley Kubrick, David Lynch. So, those filmmakers, they kind of like to play with surrealism. So that's kind of what I wanted to do with this film as well. Kind of like make it sort of seem like, like this trippy kind of vibe. Yeah.
Okay. No, well done.
Yeah. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Now, is this the only project you have on the go, or like most filmmakers, do you have 85 things?
Well, I've been writing a lot. I have few features written under my belt, and then I have a bunch of short films that I really want to make. To me, it's really just a matter of finding the right people to make them and the resources to make them. But in terms of short films, this is like, fun fact, this is my first project after film school.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah. So I graduated from film school in June of last year. And as soon as I graduated, I started working on Deep End. It's my first project right after film school.
Well, one comment and one question then, because it doesn't look like a first feature, like a first direct. So that was
really?
excellent. Yes.
Oh, thank you.
Congratulations
I really
on
appreciate
that. 2, coming right out of film school.
Yeah.
And then now realizing, crap, I have to find my own stuff. Was
Yes.
that a challenge?
Oh, yeah. It was, I graduated film school and, I started working in a non-film related job, full time. So I was like a bit like going crazy. Like, okay, now I graduated from film school. I'm not doing anything film related. It was more of a need, right? It was like I really needed to do something. I needed to make something, to feel, creative, to feel inspired, and to feel accomplished. So yeah, so that's why right after film school I was like, I need to make a short film.
Excellent. Now, do you have one coming up that you're going to work on?
Yeah, well, I have many short films written. Again, it's just first. It's a matter of finding a producer first, because there's no way I'm gonna be producing the next one.
You learned your lesson, did you?
Yes, I definitely learned my lesson. So yeah, I really want to find a producer that likes the project and wants to help me make it. But yeah, I have like 3 short films that are in a good place in terms of script, and I would really love to make them. So hopefully maybe next year, yeah.
Excellent. Now, if people are looking for you because they want to keep track of, like, find the Deep End and anything else, how would they find you?
How would they find me? Like, you mean in the social media?
Yes.
Yeah. It's on Instagram. My @ handle is my name, just my first, middle, and last name. It's Juan Pablo Sáenz. And if you want to learn more about the film, it's at Deep End Film on Instagram as well. And yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for being on the show.
No, thank you.
Good luck in the festival.
Yeah, thank you so much, and thank you for having me. Appreciate it.
Join us next time for Blood in the Snow Radio. Bits Radio is a production of 3 Evil Cats Productions in association with the Blood in the Snow Canadian Film Festival. For more information and to listen to other episodes, visit bloodinthesnow.ca and tweet us at BitsFilmFest. Music by Jan Gorman, produced and edited by Kelly Michael Stewart. I am Eduardo Correa.